Big news this morning, and one thing to watch as the day continues. Georgia recount unearths more than 2,600 uncounted ballots in Floyd County. That's right. And then, big victory in Nevada. Trump tweets that pending decision to rerun the Clark County Commission race will have a major impact on his campaign, even though the results have already been certified. We're going to talk about those two things and something for you guys to watch today as the day goes by. Zuckerberg and Dorsey will retestify in front of Congress, or I'm sorry, in front of the Senate today. They're doing so now as we speak, but we will probably circle back to that tomorrow. I need to sit down and actually watch what's going on and watch the hearings and all that. The last one was boring and just terrible, with the exception of Ted Cruz coming out and just complaining loudly and oh, he got angry. Who do you think you are? Who in the hell elected you? Yeah. Let's start here. Georgia recount unearths more than 2,600 uncounted ballots in Floyd County. More than 2,600 ballots that have not been tallied were recently found during a recount for the state in the 2020 presidential election. Why is this big? Well, only about 13,000 ballots prior to the recount separated Trump from Biden. If there's 2,600 more ballots, could it go either way? Yes. But that narrows that victory and narrows that count by quite a bit. And this is one county. How many counties did Georgia have? I don't know. Quite a few, I'd imagine. It's a pretty big state. How many more are they going to find? Georgia began recounting its nearly 5 million ballots by hand on Friday after the president and Republican Party requested a statewide audit. The 2,600 previously uncounted ballots in the county marked the most significant issue so far uncovered. Floyd County Republican Chair Luke Martin called it a mishap and said it was concerning but doesn't appear to be a widespread issue. I'm glad the audit revealed it, and it's important that all votes are counted. Here we go. 14,000 gap vote. That's right. 14,000 and 2,600 ballots were found uncounted in one county. Things need to be checked. If nothing else, regardless of how you think this election is going to go, things do need to be checked clearly. Obviously. Here's where we get into the speculation thing. Trump is hailing this as a big victory in Nevada. Even though the presidential election is currently certified, or the results are certified, the commission race was not, and now it looks like it's going to be done over. Officials in Nevada's most populous county certified the results of the November 3rd election. President Trump took to Twitter to celebrate a big victory after discrepancies were found in a county commission race. Biden won 50.06% of the vote and Trump 47.67%, a 2.39 difference in results submitted for approval by the commissioners in 17 counties. But Clark County commissioners haven't certified the results of a county commission race after discrepancies were found, although they have certified the presidential race. Big victory moments ago, blah, blah, blah. We read that already. Here it is again. They took the first step towards a do-over in one district where a Democratic former Nevada Secretary of State Ross Miller led Republican Las Vegas City Councilman Stavros Anthony by 10 votes after more than 153,000 ballots were counted. Gloria said the election officials found 936 discrepancies among the votes countywide, ranging from inadvertently canceled votes, reactivated voter cards, and check-in errors at polling places. So they go on to list more of the stuff, more of the discrepancies. We'll just call it the stuff because that's what it is. And Washoe County commissioners voted 4-1 to certify the vote after Registrar Deanna Spicula, I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly, but I suck at names, said 252,000 ballots were counted. Commissioner Janine Harmon voted no. That left 2 active legal cases in Nevada relating the 2020 presidential election. And we'll just pause here. We're not going to read through all of this with all the pictures and fun and all of that, because that basically gets to the heart of it. Trump is filing multiple lawsuits in multiple states. They're basically all Hail Marys to try and get the states either paused or overturned. And if an election on the same ballot that Trump has had has to be redone, wouldn't you think that if there were questions about that election and they're on the same ballot, there's going to be questions about the certified results of other elections on said ballot? I would think so. That seems to make sense to me. Is this a long shot? Yeah, this is a long shot. This is a Hail Mary of Hail Marys, but it is what it is. If this is the legal path that Trump is trying to take, then okay. But we're seeing more and more that things are coming out in at least these 2 cases that benefit Trump either directly or in a roundabout way. The question is, what do we do about them? What happens if we go through all of this and nothing? I mean, obviously the answer to what we do about them is we change the results to whatever the true, quote unquote, true findings are. But what if we do all of this? We go through all of these things and Trump loses still. Did we waste our time? I think the answer to that, when that question comes up, is no. No. What you did was you assured the American people that every avenue towards making this a fair and legit election has been followed. Every case was looked over. Every case was ruled on. Every count was that needed recounted was done so. Every audit was completed. We followed along. We've taken the full legal path to certify these results, and it turns out Joe Biden wins. But what if Trump wins? What do you guys think happens there? Because I have a theory. I've been saying for months now that neither side will accept their side has lost this election. We just saw that with the Million MAGA March. We will see more of it, much more of it, because the left doesn't seem to be accepting that they won. They're still out doing their thing. They're out looting and rioting and so on and so forth, and that intensifies. I think that's going to greatly intensify. Joe Biden's going to be a lame duck president if he wins. If he wins. If he is certified the winner. But Donald Trump might be so jammed up in controversy if he wins that he in turn also becomes a lame duck president. We're in a weird place right now, and I know you guys can hear my dog chewing the bone against the wood floors. Sorry about that. We're in a weird place right now where our government is almost crippled by the divide between the two sides. The country is so polarized that I don't see anything really getting done. There's not a lot of people willing to cross the aisle and work with the other side. And I don't blame them. How can you want to work with, if you're on the left, how can you want to work with people on the right who support someone you think is a racist, sexist, misogynist, fascist, blah, 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 blah. Insert bad adjective here, and you have that in Trump. And if you're on the right, how can you work with someone who wants to fundamentally destroy the republic, the democratic republic we've built, this experiment in democracy, to create a communist or socialist country? How do you work with that? I don't have good answers here. And I don't know what the answer to the divide in this country is. Maybe people start watching more shows like this. Maybe you guys share this out and it brings people closer to the middle. I don't think so, though. I don't know what the answer is to this besides a heightened culture war and a continued dive towards civil war. That's all I got for today, though, boys and girls. I will catch you guys tomorrow. We're probably going to talk at least a little bit more about this hearing, and we'll go from there. Have a great day, everybody.